Yeah, it's going to be huge. I mean, it's going to be huge. You guys hear me? Can you hear me now? It's going to be huge. Hey, Ken Walls, there's a little hint of what we've been working on. I have an umbrella over my head. Tiffany Oibai, how are you, Tiff? Richard Trevino. Hey. So, getting ready to take Robert C. Stern. Hey, how you doing? I've got, hey, Ted, how are you? I've got Jen Gluckow coming on, the better half of Jeffrey Gitomer. She'll be joining us here in a second. And I'm gonna have her and Jeffrey are at a conference in Mexico where he's speaking. And if you don't know who he is, he's the author of the #1 best-selling sales book on planet Earth called The Little Red Book of Selling. He's sold over 5 million copies of that. And Jeffrey and Jen are clients of mine and good friends of mine. I just FaceTimed with her in Cabo. And I said, let's get on a live stream together. I don't know why she's not here yet, though. What's up, Jordan? How you doing, man? Jill Rainey Walls, that's my wife. Hi, wife. She's in the other room. So Jen is supposed to be getting on here, Jennifer. Should I text her? Get on. There. Alberto, how you doing? So I want to talk about what we have been working on. This man right here, Richard Trevino.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, you're tagged in it. You're already tagged. Why is it asking if I want to tag you? I already tagged you. That's crazy. So, Robert and I and Alex have been working on something very, very cool. There's Jennifer Gluckow. Let me add her to the stream. You're invited, Jen. Come on. So Jen's down in Cabo, Mexico. There she is.
What up?
What's up, Jen? So, hey, let me introduce you. If you guys don't know who Jen is, on Twitter she's Jen in a New York minute, or Jen in any minute. It's NY. So we have Jen on here. There's Jeff Lee. How you doing, Jeff? Lawrence Thompson. What's going on? Eric Cornelius. So Jen, I want everybody on this stream to send Jennifer Gluckow a friend request. We need to get her numbers up. No, she's awesome, and so she's the better half of Mr. Jeffrey Gitomer. There's Alex Bang is in here. So Jeffrey wrote the book. Can you see it? The Little Red Book of Selling. It's the #1 best-selling sales book ever on planet Earth. And then Jen has a book called, I can't even see it. Hold on.
Jen's
Sales in a New York
Minute.
This is public, right? Yeah, this is out.
Yeah, that's Jen's top 10 for sales in. That's what it is.
Yeah. So, top, what Jen's top 10 for sales in. I need to read this. I'm going to leave this out. I put it on my bookshelf with all the other books, and I'm like, so I need to read that. So Jen is a very, very successful published author. She's a sales trainer. You do speaking, right?
I do, yes.
She's just, for a lack of a more professional word, she's just a badass. So everybody in here, please send her a friend request because she's amazing. And she gets to hang out with a sales guru genius like literally every day, right?
That's true. Almost 24/7.
He never flexes his genius muscles though, right?
You know what's interesting, and not to talk about him, but his brain is always on. You know,
It
like
is.
some downtime sometimes, Jeffrey's mind is still going.
Yeah, I know.
It's amazing.
It's crazy. I know he's something else. So, Jen, what's your new book? You have a new book coming out soon, right?
Yeah, it's Sales in a New York Minute, 212. It's going to be 212 strategies for success.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see what my wife just said? Only new.
Oh, go Jill!
Yeah, nice. Girl power. Girl power.
Oh yeah.
So, Jen is I mean we can tell them you're a client of mine, you and Jeffrey, and we're doing a lot of really cool stuff with you. And I was telling Jen a little bit ago that Richard and I were going to go live and kind of tell everybody what we've been working on this week because he flew up here from
Let's see
Corpus Christi.
Richard.
Huh?
Let's see Richard.
There's Richard. There.
What's going on, everybody? Hey, Jen, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm literally watching you over here on this.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's getting kind of weird out here. Actually, it's a screen over there. So
well done.
It's awesome. It's really awesome to get to met you through the phone and stuff like that, and to be able to know you guys. You guys are awesome. Everything that Ken talks about, man, it's phenomenal. And also I've got a copy of the little yellow book, and I'm like
the gold book.
Gold book, sorry.
Cool.
So I'm like really excited to read that as well. So really get to know you guys and to learn about y'all, and to actually be able to be on that FaceTime with you a while ago with Ken, and now here live. So it's a big honor. It really, really is.
It's an honor and pleasure to meet you too.
Awesome.
I told you, I said,
yeah.
take that hat off in my house.
Damn.
Amazingly, I packed very few things to go to Cabo, and one of those things was my pink Yankee hat, because you can't leave home without it.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. Eric says, is Richard your roommate now? I'm getting ready to take Richard to the airport here in about 10 minutes. So just kind of want to drop a little bit of a hint on, and if you, where do you go? Oh, I moved it back over here, the little red book. But what we've been working on is, Richard and I are both best-selling authors. He's a #1 best-selling author. I didn't hit #1. But, we've been working on putting together a course to help people that, because I've had a lot of people hit me up asking about writing a book. He's had a lot of people. I'm sure you and Jeffrey definitely have. Jeffrey's like the #1 best-selling author of the #1 best-selling book in the world. Yeah, Richard said in the galaxy. And so we're like, well, we know all the steps. Let's just put together a little training system. And so that's what we've been working on, is filming and producing a little training system for everybody that wants to learn how to write a book and from start to finish. And so that's what we've done this week. We've done a lot of work this week. Oh my gosh. So we're pretty excited about that. And we have a lot of cool stuff happening with Jen and Jeffrey too.
That's amazing that you guys did that, Ken. Jeffrey and I were talking about last night over dinner that everyone wants to write a book. Like, who doesn't want to write a book? Who doesn't walk into a bookstore and say, oh, I could do that too? That could be me. I have things to say, but people don't know how to do it, or where to start, or you said how quickly did you write your book? You said, I'm going to write a book. And then the next thing I know, you're like, here's my book.
I did it in about 10 days, which from what I understand is unusual.
No, that's insanity.
Well, I'll tell you, I get a pit bull grip on something when I want it, and I just don't stop until it's there. And so, I made the decision, like, hey, I'm doing this, and I actually wanted it done in under a week, and it wasn't real. So That wasn't real, but I did it in about 10 days or so, somewhere in there, and that was after editing, and my wife edited the book, and then I had to go in. Richard was one of the guys that wrote a thing on the back cover for me, and a review, and he had read it, and he made a couple of suggestions, and so I changed a few things, added some more pages and content, but overall, the experience of writing a book, and you already know this, Jen, I mean, the experience of writing your first book especially is just there's nothing like it. Like you suddenly go, like, I remember the day, and I'm sure you experienced this, the day you got your first copy of your first book in your hand.
You open the box, it's such a cool feeling.
Like you open and you start reading the first page, and I don't know about you, but I teared up. I was like,
of course.
I was like, oh my God, I'm literally reading my words in a book.
Yeah.
Holy crap. It's such an amazing feeling. And it's so like therapeutic writing it too. Like, it's amazing. Totally. Richie Bello, how are you, brother? So like, you know, we've had a lot of people, and there's some, I think there's some things out there, but we wanted to make this where it's, something that everybody can afford to do. So, you know, and so I'm not gonna drop the price yet, but the price of what we put together is going to be extremely affordable. There's some other systems out there that are charging thousands, tens of thousands of dollars to teach you how to take their course to learn how to write a book, and it's really not as complicated as everybody makes it out to be in their mind. I made it out to be that for 25 years. I did. I thought, well, I want to write a book, but my gosh, who's going to publish it? Like, how do I find a publisher? And how do I do this? And how do I do that? And yada, 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 all that stuff. And it's literally what stopped me from writing a book.
So why don't you each give one of your favorite tips from the course? Give us a little sneak peek.
I don't know about that. It's not.
Oh, come on.
I'm going to have Richard film most of it.
Okay.
I filmed some of it, so I'm gonna put it on him. Here, dude. Take my phone. Give me your phone. Here. He's gonna take my phone.
Okay. Hey, Richard.
How's it going, Jen? So to answer your question, I'm great. I'm doing really, really good. I'm doing better than that. I'm on live with you, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. And so you know, to answer your question, one of the best tips I can give people is this: get the course. That's the best tip in the world. You know, in all reality, look, everything we do on the course, we did not cut any corners. We made sure to give all of the content, all of the value available, that if you are serious about taking a book, look, 98% of the population wants to write a book, but will go to their grave never having written a word down and published it. Some people literally right now are sitting in their room, sitting in their basement, sitting at work, and they're watching this stuff, and they have literally words written on page or on their iPad or on computer and stuff, and they have it there, but they just don't know what to do. So a lot of people, I think, are stuck on that process somewhere. So wherever they're at on that process, just know that this course is set up in such a way to help you to be able to just kick you right off of that step you're on to go, oh yeah, man, okay, cool. Now I know what the next step is. And I think that's what the big problem is that people have done so much and what they know to do, but they don't know the next step. And the reality is a lot of programs out there are charging thousands and thousands of dollars to do that. And so we've been able to, we got together, we collaborated, we put everything that we knew to be able to do to make this a success, to help people and to keep it very pragmatic so that it's simple to do it. And so if I can give a tip, and that'd be the tip, is to get the program. Don't wait any longer. Don't go to the grave with your message. A book is a message. That's what it's all about. You've got a message inside of you. So
show us your book.
I'm sorry?
Show us your book.
Yeah, absolutely. So the name of my book was this, and I'm actually in the process of writing a couple of books right now, one with my wife co-authoring, one about our journey to parenthood, and a couple of other personal development books. But my book is Taming Turnover, and it's creating company culture where insurance agents prosper. So it's a book about, it's for anyone that's in a leadership position and has a responsibility to help other people. And it just really, the meat of the book is just saying, look, own up to it. Look, if you're a leader, you're a manager, you're a supervisor, own up to it. Stop pointing the finger at everybody else, because we're taught this when we were little, right? Don't point, because why? Because 3 fingers are pointing back. And so in this relationship between us and our people that we lead, we point that they have 1 finger. We got 3 fingers pointing back at us. So we carry more of the weight of this relationship. So we've got to make sure we own up to that and do what we're supposed to do. So that's kind of like my book. But tell me a little bit about your book.
Well, the one I'm writing now is based on a lot of the New York Minute videos I do on YouTube. So if you follow me on YouTube, you can get my New York Minute videos, which are released once a week. They're one topic for each video, and they're sales and personal development tips. So, you know, cool. I might tell you how to avoid the gatekeeper, or how to overcome a price objection, or whatever it may be in sales that are obstacles for people. I try to help them with. And so the book is going to contain 212 strategies, and then how to implement each strategy.
See, I like that. I like that it's not just informative, but it helps to instruct them on what to do. Because I think that's one of the hardest things, is that, I mean, a lot of people out there, they're giving content, you know, they're just throwing it all out there, and people are like, yeah, hoorah, hoorah. But then it's like, when it comes down to it, it's like, I don't know how to do this. Like, what?
Now, how do I take it to the next level? And so on YouTube, I tell you what to do, but in the book, I tell you what to do and how to do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And the implementation of things that's what it's all about, because information, right? And I've heard it this way before. Information without the application is nothing. You don't have anything.
Yeah.
Right? You've got to be able to.
A favorite? I'm curious. Do you have a favorite writing spot?
As in, like, where I write?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have a desk there at my house, and we set it up. It's right by the window, and it's amazing. This is really kind of strange, right? But it's really, really cool. But every time that I sit there and I write there at the window, I see the backyard, I see my garden that's out there, and it's just, you know, it's a really pretty spot. And every time I write there and I sit, there's birds every single time come to the window, and they're all, I mean, I'm not talking like 1 or 2 birds. Oh, that's cute. I'm talking about like 10, 12, 14 birds hanging out there, and I don't know what it means. But a lot of people say that, like, birds are an omen of, you know, of a good sign of something, and I don't know. But all I know is that every time I write, they're there with me, and it's like very peaceful. So that's my spot. How about you?
I have a writing room where I write that's full of shelves and bookshelves that are all inspirational to me. You know, just I've taken pieces of my life that are meaningful and things that I really like, and I've made little sections for each thing. And books, obviously, on the bookshelves. And then my second favorite place to write is at the beach. Like, I love going to overlooking water. It's just, I don't know, it changes everything for me. A little sunshine and water.
Yeah, let me tell you. So I'm being from Corpus Christi, Texas, and you know where that's at. You said y'all had a client before out there, right? So you've done work out there. And, you know, Corpus Christi is we're right on the water. I'm like literally like 5 to 6 minutes away from the water. And so I completely understand where you're coming from with the water. I love it. It's very spiritual. It's very just
anyone
soothing.
Needs a view of the water, and just help you out here.
Oh, wow. Totally jelly right now. Yeah.
It's getting cold on the East Coast. That's, you know, I love looking at the weather and seeing how cold it is back home when I'm in a warm place.
Yeah, so being from Corpus, like our cold for me is like 65 or something. Like, I gotta get a jacket and stuff. But out here being with Ken at this gorgeous house out here, man, it was been like what 20. When it got down to 20 something last night. 20. Yeah, 20 degrees. 30 degrees. I was doing my live video this morning, and like literally I walked in and my hand was like frozen. I was like, I can't move my hand. I think I have frostbite.
So our designer is in Canada, and I think it was like -20 or -15 where she's at. There's already snow on the ground.
That's just ungodly. I mean,
I know.
That's scary. That's just, I don't know. I couldn't do that. And I guess that's why I want to stay in Corpus. But, you know, it's been a huge honor for me to be able to talk with you here and be on this live with you. I'm going to pass the phone back to Ken. And I wish you the best of luck on that book. And again, everybody, listen, you've got to go on there, check out the tags for Jennifer. Friend request her, follow her. They're doing huge things. I'm like I feel honored just to be able to know somebody that knows them. You know what I'm saying? So, and now I've got my gold book, and so I'm going to be reading that on the plane, and it's just amazing, just everything I've already heard about you guys. So it's an honor to be able to be on here with you, and we'll be seeing you soon. And let me pass this over to Ken.
I hope we get to meet in person soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
You will. He's a great.
Ashley just said -25, but Celsius. I think that's Fahrenheit. I think that's like negative something Fahrenheit, 15 or something Fahrenheit.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's cold. So I got to get him to the airport. But listen, I want everybody, if you would please, if you're a replay viewer or whatever, go send Jennifer Gluckow a friend request. She is awesome, as you can see. She just talking to you, everybody can see. So
thank you, Ken. Thank you, Richard.
So your YouTube channel, Sales in a New York Minute, right?
Yeah, or Jen in a New York Minute. One of the two. If you just search my name, Jennifer Gluckow, I'll pop up. I have hundreds of videos.
He's heading there right now to follow you on your
Sales
YouTube.
in a New York Minute. Thanks.
Yeah. So hey, listen, it was awesome chatting with you. Enjoy the rest of your time there in Cabo. Make sure you go live during Jeffrey's conference. And if you guys aren't following Jeffrey,
I'm going to hack his phone and sneak into the seminar room.
Nice. Yeah, make sure you are following Jen and Jeffrey Gitomer. And yeah, send Jen a friend request for sure.
Thanks, Ken.
Hey, thank you.
You guys.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you later. Have fun. All right, bye-bye. And that's a wrap, folks. We've got some big stuff happening. So thank you, guys. Appreciate all of you. Lots of love. And we will talk to you soon. Take care.